Hey guys, what are you doing in there? Come and let's have a game of Dawn of War, eh? Come here, I'm gonna put you on me fucking thing. I'm gonna put you on me. Put you up there. Come on, right. Let's have a little look at this game. This is when I played against Zach. This is me and Zach going at it. This was quite a good little game we had, so we'll play it out. Zach playing as the Space Marines, representing Ultramar. God bless America. And then me in the Chaos. I think I'm rocking the Night Lords. Yeah, that's the Night Lords. Yeah, baby. This was quite a good game. We've been practicing a little bit, doing some 1v1s. Little fun fact, this is Blood River Remastered, and Zach kept trying to play...
Scouts reporting for duty.
Zach kept trying to play 1v1s against random people with this map, and of course no one else has this map installed because it's a custom map, and it kept crashing the game.
Reporting for duty.
So Zach was griefing the lobby for quite a while. But this is a good little game here.
Scouts
good
here.
bit of fighting. There's some great scrap in this one, very scrappy. I think it's a very good map for scraps. Blood River. It is a classic, isn't it? We love it. We love it. I mean, it is a big, really is a big Blood River, isn't it? Yes. I like this. I think this is part of the remaster. Adds a little sort of altar,
Marine squad
little chaos
deployed.
altar. That's pretty rad, isn't it? So anyway, I've gone for Chaos Marines into Chaos Lord, sort of standard. Zach is going for his Tactical Marines, followed by a Force Commander, no doubt. Oh, a second squad of Space Marines, actually.
Scouts ready.
Just like his unusual stuff to Zach. I think that is a bit unusual to not get your Force Commander out. So he's gone quite heavy, and he's kind of got me here a little bit. He's contesting my relic. I would call this the natural relic of the top player. He's kind of contesting me here and pushing off my Chaos Marines. I'm a little bit weaker because I'm going for the Chaos Lord. I'm going to try and tie up the does a good job pushing off. Unfortunately, he's got me quite nicely in this negative cover. I maybe should have pulled my cultists in a bit quicker.
Defending objective.
See, I'm still trying not to let him do too much damage to me. I'm trying to put,
Forces of
all my
chaos.
stuff down. I do have a generator. I think maybe this generator was a little bit greedy. You'll see I'll float power. You see now I've got the sort of freedom pushing off now with my Chaos Lord. I'm looking for a little fight in the middle here. I'm going to tie up with my cultist, using a bit of a meat shield. Chaos Lord, of course, is going to be great early on. No force to answer me. Trying to tie up this squad with these squishy cultists if I can. Shooting with the Chaos Marines, all good stuff. A lot of Space Marines from Zach, though. He's going very heavy on that. You see that he's not built any generators yet, and I think he's neglected his eco a little bit. You can see that we're neck and neck, even though he has had definitely a bit more freedom. I think he good attack from him early on, and I went for the decap here and didn't get it, which was a bit sloppy of me. So I think quite a good opening for Zach, but I think he's just a little bit not quite greedy enough. I think it's too many Space Marines. Bear in mind that 2 Space Marines is 100 requisition, and I think that's roughly what a listening post costs. He doesn't need... If you sacrificed 2 or 4 of these Space Marines, he could have had 2 more listening posts up now, and I think he would have been in a real strong position to be winning this game. He would have been ahead on eco by a lot. See how far behind I am by the early aggression. He really caught me flat-footed here, I have to say. Neither of us going for these critical points. I think Zach could have been putting Scout Marines on this, same with me putting Cultists on it. Good attack here by Zach, but I think the Chaos Lord is such a big swing factor in this case. We're going to be fighting over this river, you see. Neither of us want to engage in that negative cover, really. But Zach's doing a very good job of taking the map here. And I think he is going to be slightly ahead on economy now. Although power, for me, is going to be a bit of a slow to and die. Going for the armory now. I'm trying to bring all my units to bear. Trying to out micro him a little bit. Bury him in the minutia. So yeah, could do with a listening post here. See, this has been upgraded, but not a listening post put here. I think that's a bit of a mistake. One of these could be building this. But likewise, he's doing a really good job of pushing me off this point. See, I am just struggling. He's keeping me off 2 of my crucial points, whereas he is lovely, if that's a word, farming these 2.
Yes.
My voice is a little bit hoarse. I've been ill, I'm afraid, but maybe that adds an element to it. Who knows?
How can I serve?
Why not leave a comment? Why not leave a comment saying, "Wow, great job, Cliff. Very sexy, deep voice. Thanks." Kiss, kiss, kiss. Smiling emoji. So he's going to contest me here on this outer point, which is a minor little skirmish. I think the cultists will win this if they can push this off, but he does a good job of stopping me from capping. I now have to push out here, I think. And I think I do actually have the stronger army. The armory choice for me was, the idea was to go for heavy bolters to outshoot him across this river. And so at this point I am stronger than him.
We can serve you.
And that lets me take my points back. Quite a big eco lead from Zach now. This was a very scary game, I have to say. And we see that he's already taking up. He's way ahead. Way ahead on the tech up. Compared to me. I've just not had the requisition, and I've spent a lot on this armory. Zach, of course, skipped the armory to go tier 2 quite quickly. A lot of mockery I've been doling out to Zach, calling him tier 1 Tony because he stays in tier 1. Definitely he has he's cured himself of that ailment because he is now he's leveled up. He's now a fast tech Frederick.
Enemies of the dark gods, beware!
See, I think these cultists. I made the decision to not continue capping and to pull them back, but I think maybe the wrong decision because they're just going to get put down by Zach's Marines here. I'm going to try to do a little counter attack here. I think this is a good play sometimes if you're desperate, if you feel like you'll be behind, or it's not a good idea to run all the way back to your base. Go on the attack. Plasma pistols as well. Might as well use the armory to. Great upgrade for the Chaos Lord, and I think I'm still not teching up. See, this is a big mistake for me now. I really should have been on the ball with this. I assumed with the number of Marines that Zach had that he would be struggling, but I've really not killed many of these guys. Just have to get back home in time. I need to come out of range of that turret. I'm trying to use the heavy cover here now. I did drop a Marine there. Very sharp with the nightcrawler like that. It's hard to gain it's hard to catch him out, I don't think. And yeah, you see the machine cult. Jesus Christ, sorry about that. Sorry about that, children. The machine cult being built there, which is super early. I don't think I've just started to tech up, and he's already got this machine cult built. Not quite producing anything yet. I think he's floating the resources, but I think he's waiting for the money for a Hellfire. I think it's Hellfire 250 power. So he's got the power for it now, but he's probably concentrating on this fight. I do get this listening post down, which is big. That's pretty big. Knocks his economy down to lower than mine. I think this was quite an important moment. And his pop is full. I think the trouble is that you can't get Hellfire Dreadnoughts out without the vehicle cap increase. You should go for the Hellfire Tempest. The Tempest Landspeeder is a good one because that is only 2 pop. I think that's why you see people go that first a lot of the time. So I think he's delayed a little bit. It's a bit of an awkward thing about Space Marines, and I think a few of the Chaos as well are the same. You need to get this vehicle cap increase to even get your first big vehicle out. Kind of like how Guard need to build the depots to bring out the heavier vehicles. It's a little bit like that. It's like you get taxed. You kind of get like a medium vehicle tax. But the Hellfire here really shook me. I was really taken aback by this. I've got 2 squads of Chaos Marines now. I went for a second squad. Maybe a mistake. I was a bit scared, so I went for the second squad. I maybe shouldn't have done this. Should have been a faster tier 2 for me. But you can see that the Hellfire Dreadnought is just causing absolute havoc. I'm staying and fighting, and I do wipe a squad, a new squad here, which is quite good. But the disruption. It's mainly the disruption of this Hellfire is just play it right. My advantage here is my heavy bolters, and of course, what's the counter to heavy bolters? It's the disruption. You see that I'm having a little bit of trouble. Bit of counterplay for sure. I can definitely deal out the damage. I definitely have more damage than this lineup. I just don't have a good answer to the Hellfire, of course.
Taking damage.
I am capping some of these side points now. I'm taking this point. I'm taking this point. I will be taking this point. I think my multitasking is just a little bit better than Zach's. I try and leverage that. This is there's a big fight that starts here now. And he brings his Space Marines real close into that heavy cover, but that gives me this opportunity to melee with the slightly superior melee of Chaos Marines. I think the aspiring champions are a little bit stronger as well, and of course I've got the Chaos Lord in there. And this gives me crazy cover against the Hellfire advantage that he had is kind of negated now because he's not using its disruptive rockets, it's not doing much damage to me. I am managing to get maybe the better of this. You know, my cultists die here, but whatever, they're cultists, who cares. I've got one squad tying up in melee here, and I've got my Chaos Lord in. Chaos Lord dueling the Force Commander here. The Chaos Lord is low. The Force Commander is just being distracted with his AoE attacks there. He's having to get some lucky shots in. The Force Commander needs to focus on the Chaos Lord there. Tier 1 coming out from me now. Chaos Sorcerer coming out. I'll go for the Sacrificial Circle. I'm going to get Horrors to deal with the Hellfire Dreadnought. There they are, in fact. I've already teleported them in the back, but they're just getting disrupted by a second Hellfire. So these aren't much good against vehicles if they're hitting the canvas.
6 minutes until...
Maybe a bit of friendly fire from Zach as well with the rockets. Disrupting both of us now. Melee's tries to tie up the Horror Squad. Real scramble of a fight here, real scramble. Squads scattered everywhere, fighting everywhere. Crazy. The Chaos Lord is still up. I think the Force Commander could have done more of a job. At one point the Force Commander was full health while the Chaos Lord was low, but he's had the Force Commander tying up the Horror Squads. Might be the move though. Might be the move that keeps his Hellfires alive, of course. No more heavy bolters on the Chaos Marines, so my advantage in firepower is kind of negated. The Doom Bolt there on these Marines. Yes, okay. My squad of Khorne Berserkers comes in now. 6 of them. Big squad of them. Getting disrupted, but they're going to cause trouble for the Space Marines. And somehow I feel like I get the better of this. I am pulling ahead on the economy now. I think I invest more into my eco. I think one thing that Zach does is that he concentrates on these fights so much, he neglects his macro, where I don't. I love a bit of macro. Look, I've got all 4 upgraded turrets. So I've managed to grapple with him, somehow winning this fight just with grinding attrition, utilizing my higher economy. And I felt that I had the higher economy now because I was able to grind this out with him and auto reinforce all my squads. Which I think Zach was definitely gave up a leading position there. With a little bit of neglectful macro. I mean, this needs to be rebuilt. This listening post for sure. Maybe a few more upgrades. I think this is. Oh, this has not been finished. Ah, I think that's why. Okay, that's quite a big deal. This has not been finished. I'm also picking up some of the critical points. Which does add up for the economy when you've got 2 or 3 critical points. Bit of a micro battle here. I'm trying to hold on to this heavy cover. I don't want to commit the Khorne Berserkers unless I have to. I want to, either commit them or not commit them. Jack doing a good job of sort of suppressing with the Hellfires. I think he's obviously nervous about the heavy cover. It's hard for him to win that fight. Going for heavy bolters himself now. He's got some rocket launchers, I think, in there. One of these squads has got rocket launchers, maybe, which is a bit premature. Oh no, it was the Hellfire. It was the Hellfire's rockets, of course. Let me see what's next for me. And I think as well, one thing about this is that now we've got this sort of condition where I'm fighting quite nicely. I've got quite a dominating position on his base. Whenever you're in a sort of stalemate like this, you often find that the player who is coincidentally almost happens to be further forward is at an advantage. You want this, if you're going to be in a stalemate, you might as well be in a stalemate in their base. And you can see I was kind of planning on attacking this, I think, but it wasn't rebuilt, so I didn't bother. Chaos Sorcerer. Oh, I think he goes down. Oh no, he survives. Oh, I think he's sort of luckily getting knocked back and back and back into safety, funnily enough. Oh, he eats another rocket. There's not much damage to the commander arm of those rockets. See how low he is. I'm just going a little bit. I think to go back. Maybe heal up by the buildings.
Chaos is the only true answer.
Stalemate now.
Taking damage.
It's the 4 eco of Zach that is actually holding him down now. I think this is a big deal. I think this is quite a big deal. If this was upgraded, finished building and upgraded, and then this had been rebuilt, and maybe this upgraded, I think this would be a very different game.
Under fire.
Because I'm playing with a lot more money right now, and I think I might even have the global, judging on how much. I think, yeah, this is good. This is with the global now. I'm pretty sure. Getting Purge of the Week. I'm buffing all my units up. It's still not over though. It's a tricky fight to push this. into this hellfire. I don't have a great answer for it, to be honest. The
Until
horrors,
hold victory.
the horrors are tricky, aren't they? Because the Hellfire Dreadnought can sort of outrange them and keep them disrupted. Okay, he's bringing some Space Marines to challenge these guys in. That's quite cool. I was expecting Scout Marines here, that's why I left these here. But he goes with a full squad of Tactical Marines, which is a bold play and sometimes what's necessary, of course. He unfortunately needs to decap 2 critical locations to stop the timer. He does clean up this cultist squad quite happily, yeah, of course. I think he could have done with sending a scout squad just here to this middle point a bit earlier. He was maybe anticipating that I was laying an ambush here, but I really wasn't. I really felt like I needed to concentrate all my forces here because, I mean, every single one of these units I have here is essential to this game plan. The Corbers are just mown down by the heavy bolters, but they're giving me breathing room to get the horrors on these Hellfires. Quite enough damage. I missed microing big time not bringing this squad in. I'm going to take this listening post down, which is a big deal.
Taking damage.
Hellfires have been doing great work.
At your command.
Yeah, and then annoyingly, of course I can just retreat to this lovely, juicy, heavy cover, which is really,
Yes, my lord.
really
Faith is our shield.
doing good for me there. Weird pathing here.
Direct us to the
30 seconds.
I feel like he's right-clicked. His right-click's like here, right? So it's kind of, this guy is going around here. You've got to be careful of that. Sometimes it's better to just right-click, shift-Q it. You know, hold shift. But I apologise because there's another big push here. You can see he's kind of holding off. It's very hard for me to push into here, but then it's just the take and hold. He's not quite on time to decap it. And it's 20 seconds to decap, apparently. So, he's not quite made it. Very close, though. Super close. I think just maybe one Scout Marine squad. Excuse me. Even just making a Scout Marine squad. They cost 80 requisition, the cheapest chips. Just to cap this point and then contest this point. I think big misplay, unfortunately, to not finish this listening post. I think you can tell it's not finished because, look, this radar dish isn't complete. And also it kind of wiggles around when it's complete, doesn't it? Yeah, but good game. Very good game from Zach. I was very impressed with him. He's come a long way. His micro is fantastic. His micro is very, very strong. He's very good at microing his units. He's got a great game sense when it comes to fights. I think he had this one in the bag. I think this was a one game for him. But it's just a few little macro tips. That's when it, you know, I think one of the good things about RTS is when you become a complete player is if you're playing from a little bit from behind, you have to be kind of relentless with these things. You know, you can't let the macro slip. You can't just think, oh, I'm at an advantage. You can't take your foot off the pedal, right? I had my foot on the gas pedal the whole time, even when Zach was winning, macro-wise, you know, economy-wise, and it allowed me to just cheat a win out of a you know, a theoretical loss. I think there was definitely a point in here where Zach had got the better of me with his dreadnoughts, with his Fast Tech 2. His aggression was fantastic here. The way he controlled this part of the map early on was just fantastic. I think even things like going for his 2 tactical marine squad instead of the TAC Marine Force Commander was kind of interesting. It kind of worked out for him. Because it was very quick. There was a lot of Marines on the board. He pushed my Marines off really handily. I did not expect tactical Marines to be coming here so soon. I maybe should have sent my Chaos Marines here. That would have made a bit of an interesting game, wouldn't it? But they went here and they just got completely pushed off. I did not expect him to be reinforcing them so quick. And yeah, I built the machine pit near the end. I don't know what I was going for here, but I think the sacrificial circle choice as well was correct by me. I think it was too late to go for machine pit and maybe try and get defilers out. I needed the horrors, and the corn berserkers kind of worked. They were kind of a problem for him. They never really got to make good contact. You can see that they did their job of dying here. But I don't think they're corn berserkers. They probably don't mind that shit, right?
Yes, my lord.
Good game. Thank you for watching. That was just a little friendly one. This was not a tournament game. So like and subscribe and stick around for some more big juicy fact Dawn of War fucking action. God bless.